visit, for your visit. You are most welcome to visit. This farm was established in 2005. Ever since, we've been shipping mostly to Europe, around 30 million stem a year. We started this business with 5 hectares. Now we advance it into 25 hectares within 6 years. In near future, we have a plan to make it 41 hectares, which is extra 16 hectares. For that, we are looking for a land adjacent to our farm. Mostly we are producing only roses by this moment, but in near future we have a plan to make summer flowers and cutting flowers. It depends on the performance. We are under the study. At this moment we have around 2 tea hybrids and the remaining intermediate and 1 small headed variety. All of them doing good. And I think, as you can see, we have a different assortment. Another assortment, white color, is almost on propagation. So within 6 months or even less, we can have it under production. So we have 5 assortment.
What's the variety of white?
Athena, if you need. Yeah. I think that's the big market and a very good variety at this moment.
Now it's
as I told you, we have about 11 different varieties. This is the first one. We call it Candlelight. This is a productive variety. We have about 0.8 hectare. This is upper class. We have about 0.6 hectare. This is Lovely Jewel. This is one of the productive variety of Mnaye flowers. We have about 2.1 hectares. This is the new variety. We call it Moonwalk.
What is it called?
Huh? Moonwalk. Moonwalk. You can see it. It's already labeled here. So we have about 0.91 hectare. And the next one is Dreamland. We call it Dreamland. This is also one of the productive variety of Mnaye flowers. And then we can easily get even 80 centimeters from this variety. So I think it can fit with the European as well as the Asian and then American market because of the hair size and length. And the next one is Athena. It's a known variety. Maybe you can get this variety even in the other farmers. This is one of the productive varieties and known varieties of Ethiopian flowers. And then the next one is Toucan. This is from Tantau. We have about 2.5 hectares. And the next one is High Society. This is actually an old variety, but even if it is an old variety, it's still productive here in Manai flowers. So we are getting good production from it. And the next one is Sanaha. This is from Lex Plus. The breeder name is Lex Plus. We have about 1.2 hectares. We're still getting about 180 plants per meter square per year from this variety. It's still popular in the market, so we're still growing this variety, even if it is an old variety. And the last one is Purosa. This is also a new variety from De Reuters. Of course, this is also De Reuters. This is also the productive variety of Manai flower, just like the others. So we are getting good production from this one also. So if you have time, I will show you in the greenhouse also this variety.
You are here in a Joytech PLC. It's a Israeli-owned farm. The investor is basically from Israel, and we are here from year 2003, late 2003. So this was the first farm established in 2004, and we started with the rose business initially. And after the rose business, and we were appearing on a Russian market, and the Russian market got pushed to go for summer flowers called gypsophilia, everything there. And we started with the gypsophilia as well. And we expanded another 20 hectares. Initially it was started with 20 hectares, then it became like an additional 20 hectares, become 40 hectares. With 20 hectares of roses, 20 hectares of gypsophilia. And then this way the business was going on in the early life. 2006 we started with the propagation business, because having such a big farm, we should have our own propagation, and also we can serve for the other growers as well. Like in 2010 we started with the herbs business, fresh herbs business. So this has become like a fourth leg for a business now, and we are running with the 4 different departments at the moment. How many employees do you have? We have all in all 1,400 employees. In general, what we do, we do not like some other farms do the bottom equal, but we do the heads equal in order to avoid the bruising. The outer petal can be bruised easily if you make the lengths different. But if you make the lengths like this and the heads equal, you reduce the percentage of the mechanical damage. So this comes from the greenhouse. Each bundle like 50 flowers, and each one has got its own tag, so that we can trace it back, who harvested it, when it was harvested, and we can trace it back. It's a mint. It's a 1 kg box. It's a 1 kg box. A peas, snow peas. We would like to take it goes two ways. It's like one is like a 2 kg gross box, which they finally repack it. Whereas for a supermarket, we used to have these punnets as well, which we can also see it. This is the box.
Okay. You put 4 in a box then?
So these we make like 8 punnets in a box.
Okay.
Okay. So this goes like this.
Yeah.
2 8 punnets, like 1.6 kg. This is the box. Studied horticulture there.
hectare farm, and we're planning to add 3 hectares this coming fall and the spring. So we'll reach 15 hectares. We could reach 20 hectares maybe in a couple of years. We'll reach 20 hectares. So our plan is to, at the moment, just grow roses. And we supply to the direct market. We also supply to the auction. So that's about it. And we can start with the pack house. If you'd like to see a field, I can take you to one of the fields. If not, we can start with the pack house, then we can go to the office. Sounds good. We can start from the office?
Start from the display.
The invitation we received from, it's locally, the Ethiopian government requires you to have some sort of certification. They work in correlation with a Dutch certification company. So this is a local slash Dutch certification, but the remaining, all the other one are MPS, it's international MPS SQ. Yeah, the family did not have a business, coffee and other trading business.
Yeah.
This is our version. Okay. It's just coming up. Yeah. But there's an open flower in the field.
So these plants are brand new?
Brand new.
You have a special mix in that you're utilizing?
In the past, I used to add some coffee husk. The family has a coffee business, so just to exactly, and we used to, but it comes from a long way. We only added transportation costs and everything. We did it early on. We mixed it with coffee husk, but we also mixed it with bone meal. These are.
Do you make compost?
Yeah, compost we do now. We for each greenhouse. Our own product, our own reject from here. We compost it for each greenhouse, then we just upside and so we try to do that.
Nice to say welcome to everybody. I'm Mr. Frans, we call Frans Dienens is my name. I'm owner from this farm, Hypericum farm. We are producing here in 6 different colors Hypericum. And I'm 8 years in Ethiopia and I have some experience here. I'm also managing a vegetable farm here from around 200 kilometers around in the Upper Awash area, Merti. This is our product. I think we try to make the top quality product, and our market is every day growing because we have a good product. And that's, I think, the point that a lot of people should understand. With a quality product, there is no any problem to find a good market. 15 berries on one stem, that you have good quality. The amount of berries is according your length of your stem. Shorter stems have less of berries, of course.
Exporting to the United States?
Sir, when you pay me a good price, to everywhere in the world. No problem. No problem.
Just let me explain in really 1-2 minutes about the farm, and then we go to see different operations before the workers are leaving. The farm is basically starts with 20 hectares of land.
and now we received another 9.6 hectare for expansion. Especially, we have a request from Japan, and in the new farm we are going to plant some Japanese variety. Currently, we are producing 11 varieties. It was about 50,000-60,000 a day now. And our main markets are Europe, Japan, Middle East, and some Russia. 120 stems of flower a day. The color, you see them here. This is aqua. Aqua, we are the only one producing in Ethiopia. That's by mistake, you know. Yeah. And this is Athena. This lovely Joel. That is a Bingo Ciras. This is a new, which is not yet commercially planted, but for trial. Just here, this is a tropical Amazon. That's Fireza, Dio Unique, and Bibi. We are busy. Wild Calypso, Viva, and
the market asks for it. You know, we carry other we carry 10 varieties of white, but the one that the people ask for the most is Tibet because it's pure white and it opens nice. You know. All right. Yeah, this looks like it's a very nice variety. It's got a pretty good flower head on it, and it's a good color. You know,
colors.
Yeah, that's a very good color, and some
and
of
also the head size.
well, you know, it's a little bit small, but because it's got such intense color, it might work. We would, you know, I would
Like
be willing. Yeah, I would be willing to try it because it's such good color. People might like it even if it's not as big as some of the other varieties. Ah, now we have something. What is this?
Proud. Anyway, I will show you.
Yeah. See now this will sound right?
the Proud. Maybe we go to the greenhouse to see Proud. We have see and just try it.
Okay. Okay.
I like the little.
Good morning, Excellency Minister Tafarra Derrabo, distinguished guests, our delegation from the United States, fellow growers. Good morning and welcome to Ethiopia for our guests. Our minister will be with us for a few minutes just to welcome you and to say a few words about the horticulture industry of Ethiopia. First, Mr. Alam will do a very short presentation about the flower industry in particular, which is your interesting area. And then he invites our minister to give you also some brief idea about that. So we go direct to our program. I invite now Mr. Alam to give us his brief presentation.
Esteemed members of the business delegation from USA and Canada, the horticulture growers and exporters, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed an honor and a great pleasure for me to welcome you to this beautiful country. Most importantly, I appreciate for choosing Ethiopia as your potential partner in the floriculture industry. It's a critical component of our wider target of Ethiopia reaching middle-income country status by 2025. Specifically, we are committed to a national strategy to double agricultural productivity by 2015 from 2000 level. We strongly believe that the private sector can be one of our most important and constructive partners in this vital quest. It is this belief that helped us to develop a flower industry virtually from zero into the second largest African flower export industry. I urge you to join your hands with us to develop this wonderful country for mutual benefit. Thank you for your attention.
November of 2010, Ethiopian Airlines purchased a new 777 airplane. I was a member of the board of directors of the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority, and I went to Seattle when they picked up the plane and then came to Addis. I was at a dinner, and Ambassador Booth, the former U.S. ambassador to Ethiopia, and I were talking, and he suggested that we look at importing roses from Ethiopia. I never knew they had roses here, but after talking to him, I was very interested in it. He introduced me to Mr. Sagai that night, and I had conversations with him. Didn't think too much more about it until I got back to a board meeting and mentioned it there. And the president of the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority asked me if I would follow up on it. So I talked to people at the Ethiopian Embassy in Washington and the U.S. State Department, and everybody was very interested in it. So what we did first was organized a dinner, and we invited buyers from all over the area to come to the dinner. It was held at the Ethiopian Embassy, and I think 13 growers came to that dinner and brought their flowers. We had about over 10,000 flowers there, and it was very well received, and everybody left with probably 100 flowers each, and everybody really enjoyed it. And as follow-up to that, I've come back and forth. This is the 10th trip I've had to Ethiopia since 2010. And we've been trying to organize a trip with the wholesalers and the buyers from different companies. And we finally got that put together with the help of Joe Malley, who's head of cargo at the Airports Authority. He put this trip together. It was sponsored by the Airports Authority and Ethiopian Airlines. And we have buyers here from all over the United States, from as far away as Hawaii. There's one from Canada, and we have some from the Midwest, Chicago, St. Louis, all over, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina. And everybody's very interested. We've gone to many farms since we've been here, and everybody really liked what they saw. You have very good flowers here. They last longer. The flowers are in such quantity here and quality. You have the quantity, you have the quality. And we feel that they would do very well in the United States.
Yeah, my name is Bob Bache, and I'm with Bache and Skinner, wholesale floral distributor in St. Louis, Missouri. We have multiple locations in the Midwest that we distribute to our other stores. I feel there's a great opportunity here for the United States. For us, we're in the Midwest, so logistics is going to be an issue. Right now, we are receiving some product in from Ethiopia. It's going through Dulles Airport and then back to Miami and then up to the Midwest. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. But I think the opportunity is terrific. The quality, it appears that everyone is very conscientious on what to grow. They're very open to suggestions, and I feel like it could be the foundation or the pioneer of this. The growing region is phenomenal.
My name is David Kaplan. My company is Above All Flowers. I'm located in Barrington, Rhode Island, which is right outside of Providence, and I cover a good part of the United States and Canada and lots of other parts of the world. I've been very impressed with the Ethiopian flower business. To me, it seems that you have a very high quality of commitment to the market and to the commitment to growing quality products, as well as a desire to be in the United States and Canadian market, as well as other parts of the world. I plan on developing a business strategy for the Ethiopian flowers to all the different sectors in the United States, from event planners, retailers, mass market, high-end quality supermarkets, as well as medium quality volume companies. Also to work with wholesalers, retailers, importers, almost all facets of the industry.
My name is Alam Woldegarima. I'm working for the Ethiopian Horticulture Development Agency as Director General. I think we are happy to see the visitors from America, because they are coming here to facilitate and import horticultural products, especially flower from Ethiopia. So we try to show them the different varieties on selected farms, so that they will have information about the sector. So we expect these respected people from the US and Canada to buy our flowers, and by doing so we hope that the country will benefit from the foreign exchange that will be obtained. So further we'll provide them information about each variety that they have requested through the email addresses. Thank you very much also. We appreciate the interest that you have done to our country. Thank you very much.
My name is Willem Vandenhoegen. I work for Suncase Flowers, and I import twice a week in the United States, purely out of Ethiopia. I supply wholesalers. I'm an importer. I supply wholesalers and bouquet companies all over the US, and I like to specialize in importing Ethiopian flowers. I'm doing this now 1.5 years, and we started small, but at the moment we're shipping about 400 boxes, which is about roughly 2,000 kilos of flowers every week on a very consecutive basis, which even end up all the way west and east throughout the country. I think personally there is a huge potential for Ethiopia, and one of the reasons is that production in South America, which is the main competition, is declining. So Ethiopia is upcoming. Competition is not easy in the United States market because they require really high quality. But if that quality is met from a production point of view, we've seen this on this trip in the last couple of days, and from a packing and logistic point of view, and knowing and understanding the market, there's great potential in the US I think to become one of the top 5 flower countries, import countries in the next 5 years, and I have very good reasons for that. I really appreciate it. I would like to thank the Metropolitan Washington Airport authorities, Ethiopian Embassy in Washington DC, and Ethiopian Airlines for organizing this trip and making this available. I'm very well pleased that this is organized, and it's a great job everybody's doing and putting in this project.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Carver Wilson, and I'm from Maui, Hawaii. Our flower business is called Maui Floral Incorporated. Well, it's very encouraging. It's exciting to watch the growth and development of the business. Everybody's invested a lot of money and time and effort, and it's encouraging to see the success that they're having.
Do you think these flowers will sell in Maui if we can get them there?
I think that's a critical thing. I don't think it's easy. The flower quality here is very good. The major challenge is to making sure that they arrive in very good condition on Maui. That's the number one thing.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, the hospitality has been very nice, and we're encouraged. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Guy Ababa. I am the founder and the former chairman of the Ethiopian Horticulture Producer Exporter Association, and also I am a grower by myself. I grow different type of vegetables and also flowers since 93-94. Really, the delegation, as a group of delegation from US and Canada, they were here for the last, today is the fourth day. They were in different farms. Their impression about Ethiopia is really totally changed. What they knew about Ethiopia was different than what they, in reality, they saw on the ground. But I want to say really, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Leonard Mining, who was really the initiative of this program since 2011. He has been here several times with Mr. Joseph Marley from the Washington Dallas Metropolitan Airport. These guys are the one who did all this job. To organize a delegation is not easy job. We have been in US to promote our flowers in 2012. That time, the two gentlemen I mentioned were with us from airport to airport. So now also they are really without tiring and also without really looking after their costs. They are still with us, with the delegation. After that, I want to thank also the delegation who shows interest to buy Ethiopian flowers to the US and the Canada market. Their impression is totally really very positive about the quality and the variety of Ethiopian flowers. They have some comments on our packing materials. That is an area where we can improve. I'm sure we will have a very good success export in a very short time. Both sides show interest. That is the main point. The delegation was in my farm yesterday, and some of them are happy with some of my varieties, and some of them also recommend me to go for a variety which they are going to recommend me. We have a plan to go for a new expansion of 9.6 hectares. So it's a good time that I have this delegation on my farm to know about the interest of the US market. So behind the variety I am growing, they want me to grow additional varieties, so I'm very happy to do that. So the relationship is already established, so we have to strengthen this relationship and start to export to the US with our quality products. When you start to a new market, you must have a quality product and you must have all what the market requires from you. Yes, already I did with some of the buyers some trial shipment and commercial shipment, but now they just look at the quality of the flowers. They choose some varieties which we can start immediately. So I will start really my export with their recommendation. Their recommendation is just to look after our box. That box cannot be really the quality box for US market. For the sample shipment, for the new buyers who are here, we do that. And for those who know already the flowers, we do also the commercial shipments. In general, the impression to my farm in particular and in general to our industry is very positive. We hope to grow and strengthen this relationship until it reaches to a charter shipment from Addis to Washington. From my current varieties, they choose about 4 varieties, like Bingo Sera, Aqua, Tropical Amazon, and Athena. From these varieties, I think we'll make a trial shipment. And I am waiting also for their feedback from the variety we have in our show house. They are also interested in spray roses. So I think it's not easy, to enter to a new market in big volume, but we are committed to do that. And as we are one of the quality flower producer, We have experience in UK, like Mark and Spencer. We have experience with Japanese direct buyers. We have experience with the Dutch direct buyers. We will really meet also the quality standard of the US market. I think I want to thank for Mr. Leonard Mining and Mr. Joseph Mali who make this success, and also for my government organizations like the Horticulture Agency, Ethiopian Horticulture Producer Export Association, and those who are really help this, like the Ethiopian Airlines, for their contribution to the success of this program. And the Ethiopian Embassy in Washington, D.C. Is also, like Mr. Solomon, is helping a lot, if even it is his job, but beyond that, he is working a lot on that. And we hope to have a successful market to the U.S. And thank you.